How do you feel about the way men can sometimes objectify the male figure versus the way female artists don't objectify? And when I first saw this work, I thought back about Ruth Bernhardt's that beautiful figure where she's actually placed the model inside her enlarger box.
Right.
You know, I think that goes back to like 1964.
60s,
yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful image.
Right.
But you know, Ruth Bernhardt is one that I think really is happily put, was able to put the female form out there, and it seems that men also do it as well. But what do you think about the difference between the genders as far as men showing the form more than females?
I mean, I have to be honest. I'm not an art history teacher, so it's not a subject that I really know that much about just from observation. I think that straight men approach the female form in a certain way. I think that gay men probably approach the male form in a very, very similar way. And I think that straight women probably approach the male form in a different way than, so I think it's less about sexuality and more about the gender difference and the way that I think, that men have been objectifying women in art for centuries since the beginning of time.
Right.
And I hope that my stuff is not seen as objectifying, but it is. I am objectifying to a certain degree, of course.
We'll talk about that. I mean, do you think you are objectifying?
I think I'm celebrating male beauty in many ways. I like men. I like looking at men. I like looking at beautiful images of men. I talk about this. I'm in Italy every year. I teach a class in Italy. I stand in front of the David every single year. This will be my 10th time this June. And I walk around it and walk around it and stare at it and walk around it and stare at it. I never tire of that. And now that's an amazing work of art.
Sure.
But it also is a beautiful man. So I think that, that dynamic is there. So, of course, the part of what I'm doing is objectifying men, for sure. For my own consumption.
Sure.
Really.